Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class, day number 26. And today we are going to be start a new topic and I'm not sure that how many of you actually interested in this topic, but as it is part of syllabus, so we will discuss this as expected. Okay, this one and this. So today we are going to be start a topic called the scripting. Few things let me clear very bluntly, I can say. Number one, I'm not a developer or a coder or a pro. Pro stands for the pro developer who always love to development. Okay, that's number one part. Second part second point, this scripting part, I will give you a high level overview that what is scripting and where we can write the script in ServiceNow. Means what are the places to use the service scripting in the ServiceNow. Number three, the places which I tell you, the terms which I tell you is only few one. There are more other places, but that is not part of this course because actually scripting is a completely separate training. If I say in this manner, it's a separate training which people organize for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, and they teach everything, every module of the scripting as well. But as I say that I'm not a coder, the pro coder. So I'm not going to be delivered that up to that mark. Now the question comes, Atul, if this is the case, then why you have added this topic in your agenda? Okay. The reason being I in my first or second batch or even third batch as well, I did not include a single thing on the scripting. Means scripting what doesn't exist in my agenda. Then the students who took training from me, they face this issue. So when we go for that interview, technique functional we know a lot because you told us, you teach us, you shared us everything on the functional level, but we don't have anything on the scripting level. They know that I'm not a developer, but they said, and it's their feedback. Sir, please try to include little bit about the scripting. At least tell in your courses that how, where, what classes, what functions scripting exists in the service now. And rest you can guide to the candidates that how they can learn about this. So after that, I read a lot about the scripting classes and all the things and start including up to a limit in my agenda. So same thing I'm going to be put it here as well. Okay. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to be do a like a just time pass for the scripting. No, we will discuss a lot in the scripting. So next 2 days approximately will be go in the scripting only. And once the scripting part will be completed, you can consider that syllabus will be 90% syllabus will be marked as a completed and 10% left, which we can close in next 7 to 8 days. Okay, so now as per the agenda, let's start with this. Before I go to the scripting, there's a two terms: configuration and customization. Okay. This word is these two words are very required to be understood at least from the consulting perspective. Configuration says which is available or given by service now out of the box to us. Let's say you purchase a new phone. In that phone, there are few pre-installed apps: alarm, calling, SMS. These are the configuration. You can, if you want, you can change the name of your phone. If you want, you can change the Bluetooth name of your Bluetooth as well. All the things you can change. This is what the configuration stands. Customization, which is not available in service now, but you build for your own purpose or for your client requirement or for the business requirement. This is what is called the customization. Okay. So now the question comes, Atul, okay, that's fine. That is a customization. Then why you are worried? Because we did not recommend customize your instance. Reason being, if you customize, when you do upgrade of your this thing systems or the PDI, it may create a problem. It will come into the conflicts, and that will be a problematic statement for us. So now Arnav, Aliza and Sahil has a question. Atul, it means that all the ServiceNow customer who are using ServiceNow, they did not customize it. Answer is yes. Sorry. Answer is no. They customize it because that is a business need. That is a business need. But if you want to customize, then you have to follow some principles, some fundamental rules, some fundamental ground rules. Okay. All these things. So what this thing now to do? We do the customization, that's fine, but we have to follow some principles. Like before you do the customization, think, is there any alternative available for that particular problem statement? Is any workaround available? We can follow on this part. Is any other way that we can build the things in the system? I'll tell you the example now. There you can make a field mandatory. Okay, in ServiceNow. There are two ways to do this part. Number one, a UI policy. Number two, via scripting. Now in this, what is configuration? What is customization? Can anyone tell me? Tell me.
Yeah, UI policies, I guess, out of the box. Scripting is customization.
Then why it's a customization?
Sorry, what is
Yes,
which
then
one?
why scripting is a customization?
Because you can customize it as per business needs. For example, if they want certain fields to act mandatory
No,
only when
my
certain
my, my
conditions are met.
under my question that why scripting is a customization?
So you can write the script as per the needs, right? You can customize it.
So can I say
Hmm.
writing a script is a customization?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm, think so. Think so is a very big term, yeah. Okay, I agree with you a little bit that yes, writing a script is considered as a customization if we have an alternative but we are not using it. So here we have an alternative. Let's use a UI policy. But Arnav is a code developer or the Sahil is a developer. Hey, come on, I write a script. I love writing code. Then it become a customization. So it is very much important that before you as a consultant, before you as an architect, before you as a developer start writing something, please cross check that is there any alternative available to do this part. Okay. Okay. This is the one thing. Now, if we talk about the customization, there are, sorry, if you talk about the scripting, so scripting is something which you write the code by your own to build some functionality or build some kind of what I can say business requirement kind of things. Okay. So what this book says, I'm following this book for a long time. Mastering Service Now Scripting. This book says agree that a pro or a coder or developer always have to write a script. But before you write a script, think that is it actually important to write? Okay. Is it important to write? It is actually important to write a script only. Can we not do with the some out of the box functionality? Now, when we talk about this, okay, where it is gone? Ah, here. Okay. So we discussed about the customization configuration, when to script. This we discussed script or not to script. So what this book says, and this is a very master book, which I following from the last, I guess, 7 to 8 or more than that batches. I created a specific series of scripting by using this book. 9 chapters I pick up, 9 chapter in this book, 9 chapter I pick up, and I created my own videos on that part just to be understand from the functional part. Try to avoid scripting whenever possible. Configuring an instance instead has many benefits than instance easier to maintain. If you do the configuration, that is easy. SLA is the configuration. It is easy to maintain. Notification is the configuration. It is easy to maintain. But writing a line of code is tough to maintain. Usatul, come on, what's that matter? It matter when you start, when you reach up, when you reach on the architect level, when you start taking the responsibility of doing upgrades, then you will feel this pain that, oh my God, it's so tough to be right. Too tough to be maintain these scripts. I worked with the customers who customize their instance very heavily, and now they're coming back to the out of the box because they are paying more time, efforts, costs in the upgrades because they customize it completely. Simple example, if you purchase a flat from a builder, 2 room, windows, kitchen and other things, and you go and you just change the whitewash, you change the color of the ceramica or the mica of the doors, you put the fridge and other things. This is a configuration. But if you were to be add a new room in that one, that's called the customization. And that can be problematic later on because today you are thinking it's a good, but tomorrow you have to pay a lot. Maybe your maintenance charges will be increased, which you pay for the society. The overall maintenance of your flat will be increased. Now you have one more room to be get painted. You may face issue from the municipality or the government as well that why you changing the flat structure. It was not approved. This is what is the part. Now type of scripts. As a standard, we have, sorry. This. Okay. Two type of scripts are available. Client script and the server side script. Client means which run on the browser. That is called the client script. Which run on the browser. You see the changes immediately. Let's say there's a field called the age and you enter the age 14. Immediately you tab out, you get a message. Sorry, you're not allowed to proceed further. This is a client script. So in the client side, we have a client script, we have a UI policy, and we have a UI action. Generally, on the broader level, UI action is not considered as a client script. But this book specifically says that this is a client script. The reason being because there are some mechanism we can call the UI action in the client scripts or the client sides. What is server side? Server side means something which go in the database and then share some updates. Like you're doing a ticket booking, you click on the payment submit. Once you click on the submit, it will go in the database, update your payment details, update your seat plan, update your food, and bring back the complete itinerary for you. Thank you so much for booking with us. The 3 tickets of XYZ has been booked. This is the number, this is the age, this is the date of birth, this is the seat number, everything has been given there. This is what the server side, which run on the database part. Before or after, before inserting in the database or after inserting the database, that is totally different part. But this run on the database level. So business rules are the one part. Business rules are pure coding, pure coding. Access control, ACL. If you want to be save your stuff with the help of the ACS kind of things. Access control means like a security access. This topic we are going to discuss in depth. Script include UI action, you can see here. Schedule job, background script, workflow script, and script action. So what we are going to be discuss 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all. Not other things because this is pure develop coding, which I have no idea. These are not the part of admin because these teach in the admin trainings, which I have no idea on that particular part. Okay, so now let's come here. Script execution. If you remember that we discuss a very important thing during the what I can say SLA, not SLAs or maybe some other places, the order number. The order number. Yeah, order field. Order field play a very important role. This is what you can see the purpose of the order. Okay, this is what the purpose of order. It says before business rule. There's a concept called the before. Business rule order less than 1000 should be there. Means if you're writing a business rule and that is a before, then the order number should be less than 1000. So first before engines work, then before business rule work up to this order, then database operation work, then after, then again after engine, email notification and this. For the time being, let's not put time on this part because this is not that much easy to understand. You can see 1000. I can show you the order which is 10,000 in the numbers. So let's not go in this much depth because my intention is to give you an overview. If tomorrow you want to learn scripting, you can learn by your own very easily on that part. Okay. So this is what introduction to scripting we saw. So ServiceNow provide a script editor. Let me show you here. Let's say means there is a place where you need to be write the script. And this is what the script editor. This. If I tell you a very beautiful part, go here, preferences, theme and dark. Now you will enjoy it. So it will change color very soon. Means as per the right functions or the right classes it will do. So we are discussing about the script editor. What is script editor means? A place where you can write a script. And this is what the few symbols you have to be see. If you want to be write a script without any formats, this is the way you can do. But you will not find any kind of a classes or something, or there's no preview as well. This preview was introduced by ServiceNow in the Tokyo release. If I'm not Tokyo, or yes, Tokyo or Utah somewhere, not Utah, maybe Utah release only. So if you this, so you can see here. Click to disable syntax highlighting scripting formatting. So now if you write something here that like this, you can see, right? This is becoming. This is a preview. If you want to mark anything, comment like this. Format the code. See, it's becoming the format. If you want, you can still click on this. The code format has been done. So you can see the red and this color. Now, if I change the theme, this is the only benefit I find of the theme. See, similar color, it's little tough to be identified. So better when people or the coders do this part, they use a dark theme. Then alignment, replace, find this thing, move to the next line, or finding before. If you want to do the full screen like this, you can do. If you have any question, you can ask. You want to save it, click on the save. And if you want to just check the syntax, to syntax, then it will work for us. Mainly the use of the recommendation is that to use a full screen so that you can write a full complete code. Also try to do the commenting and the formatting of your code. This is what the script execution, the same thing, the script, this particular same thing will be available under the UI policies, in the UI action, in the business rule, in the schedule job, in the background jobs as well. What about this? Now I want to take you a little bit technical part. Okay. ServiceNow says that to write a script, we need the classes. Classes. How many of you have knowledge about this C or C++ as a language? Maybe the basic one which you did study earlier. Any idea?
No, Atul, not much.
No, no idea. You, Eliza, Sahil?
No.
No idea. Then how you think that it's going to be tough or what? Is it tough or not?
Kinda.
Kind of. No problem. Let's try to be understand on that part. Sahil, do you know about C, C++?
Sorry.
Have you any idea about the C or C++ as a language?
No.
Okay. Hmm. That's a problematic statement. Chalo, koi nahi, let's start. We'll try to do this part. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. So in this coding part, mainly in the C++, because in ServiceNow in the backend we use the JavaScript. Okay, I'll not say that to you guys to learn JavaScript now if you don't want to build your career in scripting or the development. Okay, so there are the classes. Classes means that how to call an object and use that in your coding. So ServiceNow provides us a classes which is named as the glide classes. Glide. Glide is the keyword they use. Okay. Glide is the keyword they use. And they provide the classes for the client side and for the server side. I'll give a very basic example. Hope you're able to understand. During the work from home, let's take example of Arnav. 3-bedroom house. He has a separate room for the office setup. He was sitting in his room and was on the call. He put the call on mute or the on mute, and from the room he says to his mom or to his wife, "Hey, can someone give me a glass of water?" This is a class. To call someone to give a water, it is a class. Now, either the wife or either the mother can bring a water in a glass, in a cup, in a bowl, anything. They can bring it. But we have to be call or take this class, right? So in the same manner, if I want to be use any object in ServiceNow scripting, in Java scripting, we have to be use the classes. And there are the two type of classes available, one for the client side, one for the server side. Because I say what is client side means which execute on browser itself, which execute on the form itself without saving. Where? Which run on the form level. So understand a little bit about this classes. First, understand the server side class. But before that, we need to be discuss about the how to call the this one. Glide record. Another important point. Glide record. I know it is going to be very tough for you guys for the time being, but I can expect that okay, Arnab and Eliza having a good experience they may not require the scripting depth. But for you, Sahil, it's the start of the career. You have to be learned this. I'm telling you, you have to be learned this if you want to be actually enter into the development part. And I'll not recommend or I'll not say that okay, Sahil or Eliza or Arnab, you can leave it. No, you also learn. You also learn, but for you, it can be little low priority. But for Arnab, it can be high. Sorry, for Sahil, it can be high priority. The concept called the glide record. What is why or what is the meaning of the glide? And why this word is coming in so many time? Glide in the dictionary meaning, glide is the meaning of glide mean is smooth, right? Smoothly which work. Okay, but here the glide doesn't mean that smoothly. What I think, what my experience says, what my knowledge says, what my wisdom says is that glide, earlier ServiceNow company name was something different. It was, I guess, Glide Soft, and they pick up this word glide from there so that they keep the previous company name forever in the ServiceNow. So they make it as a glide as a class. So glide record, glide classes are the example of that. This is what my understanding says. So glide record is the first term we are going to be learned here. Now I want to be work on the incident table. How I can work, because I am working in the back side, not on the front side. And if it is the front side, I can go on the incident table and I can work it. If I want to work in the background, then I have to be use the glide record. And what it do? This is the example of the glide record. See, I create a variable. Variable name can be anything. Like if I say like this, I create a variable lng is equal to new glide record. So if I come here, variable lng is equal to new glide record. This incident. This is what has been given. Sorry, single quotes, not double quotes. What I am doing here, now lng dot. This. What I'm doing here, I am bringing everything of this incident table in this variable lng. This is what it says here. This new glide record. It says something is expected. Let me put in space available or what? Maybe I have no classes or that fine here. But if you write like this, var hello is equal to new this is not the right class. It should be like this. So what I did now, I bring everything which is part of this table. All the data I bring in one variable now this. Because ultimately what I want to do, I want to do some operations on the table. I want to see. So now I'll give an example. Incident. What I'm doing. What this open do for me. This open did. When I click on this open, it go to the incident table and find out all the records which are in the open state. If you see in the background what code has been written or what has been written, that on this open one, there's a code has been written and that start with this part only. Sorry. this part. First, everything of the incident table bring in one table, sorry, one variable, and then we put a condition show active only. So this is the core. Without this, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward without this. So this is what the glide record means here. And after that, we run a queries like it did. Glide record dot query. So like this. Then g dot. Why this is nothing is coming? Because we don't have anything on the top. What function, what thing I'm doing, I have no idea. So it's not showing me the right thing here. And why it's giving me error here? It should not be give. Yes. Something is missing. But what I'm not able to get it. Maybe the reason is that we don't have any we don't have anything on the top, the syntax or this. No, it's fine. Maybe the spacing issue or something. Acha, new was small. Okay, we did the new as a capital, right? Now it's fine. So put lng dot. Nothing will come. Okay. It's not comma, it's semicolon. Now these are the functions which I can use. Insert, get, delete record, add query, order, query. Multiple functions are given. These things make ServiceNow as a low code now. Because you don't need to be write the code for these functions. You have to be just use this function. You know that what class it is and how to use it is. That's all your work has been done. So now we are going to be discuss the classes here. And what is the first class? It says the glide system, server side and the glide system. So we are on the server side and the first class is glide system. See, we are where? We are on the client side, client script, but we're talking about the class on the server side. It means we have to change the module as well. So if you try to use this here, let me try and copy this. It will not work here. Like this. For hello is equal to gs dot c. After gs, nothing is coming. Mainly. Why? Because we are on the client side. Oh, I'm calling it. I can call this. Maybe it's some their technical terms. Okay, so the first is called the glide system. When you want to get the system ID, and what is the syntax is GS. If I go to the server side, let's go to the business rule. And now let's write. Okay. Click on the advanced and write var hello is equal to gs dot c. A lot of functions are there, and why gs is working? Because this gs is stand for the glide system. So if you want to get something from the kind of a system IDs, Then we use the glide system. See, I can tell you the high level. Even I cannot take you the deep level because I have no full-fledged understanding on that part. I did not use it or I did not experience it much. Okay, so this is the first class you can use. So you can use this thing. War user object this. And now you want to get the user ID full name that okay. After submit, I get a pop-up message. Thank you so much, Arnav Chaudhary, for submitting this record. How this come? This come with the help of this gs dot get user ID. And now you can see here gs dot get user ID full name. But it's not like it should be like dot doing. So I got this user that this gets ID. Okay, and I can use these many functions. I can get that user ID, full name, email, location, manager ID, everything I can get it. Means if you want to get something from the database for a specific user, then you can use the glide system as a class. The first part. And then we can use this in the add info message. So it's like this gs dot error message. The message which you get as a pop-up. Sorry, you're not allowed to go proceed. This is what this info message and the error message. Info message you can still proceed. Error message it's a red color. You cannot proceed further. You have to be sort out that error first. How this thing come? This thing come here. The only difference is that as soon as I tab out a field, I'm getting a message. It's a client side message. If I click on the save or submit, then I'm getting message. It is a server side message. So we have to be decide that what way we have to be use it. Okay, that is the first one. Then if we want to work on the date and time, I want to see all the incidents which has been created a week back. Then we use the glide date and time class. So like this. dt is equal to gs dot glide date and time. This one. Not now, now especially for today's only. We have to put the new. Come on, nobody's new. This one. So first define this glide date and time. And now gs.dt can use. gs.log glide.dt you can use it. So this is the syntax. I can again I'm repeating the same words because this is not my core area, but I want to give an understanding so that tomorrow if someone asks you, you can say yes, you know, not 100%, but at least 2-3% from this part. In the similar manner, we have more classes here. Glide element. When you want to work on the field level. This is what is called glide element. Like this, current dot create. I'll show you this example. If current dot state dot change to is 7. Any one who can tell me that from where or what this 7 mean here? What is the meaning? What this mean or what this stand? I'll tell you one thing. Whenever we do or we work on the code level, okay, I'll show you. We avoid using the actual stuff. Like if you see here, 1 high 1, 2 medium 2, 3 low 3. What does 3, 2, 1 mean? These are the numeric values of this particular impact field. Because high, medium, low can be changed tomorrow. Highest, mediumest, lowest. But the backend value 1 to 3 is never get changed. So whenever we write the code, we avoid using these English words. We use the backend values. So like state, number 7 is closed. Number 8 is cancelled. Number 2 is progress. Either we use, so if I want to work on the color, I never use the work on the color. I will get this color sys ID because maybe there are 2 users with the Bradley Luby, 2 users with the name of Arnav only. So if I use Arnav as a name in the coding, it can create a problem. So better I'll get the sys ID and use it. This is what the other point we have to be remember it. So when we do the coding, we use this backend value, not in progress, not closed, not resolved kind of stuff. In the code, you can mention that 7 stands for the closed. We can mention that part. Okay. So if you want to work on the element level, then we have to be use this particular glide element. So there are many classes like this. If you want to work doing the functioning part, aggregate is there. And you can use count, sum, and all things will be there. Then in the similar manner, we have a client side. Means on the form level, I want to work. So first we have a glide form, G underscore form. So for that, we have to be come here and we have to be open the again client script. So if you want to get anything on the form level, on this particular form level, this is what the client side script says. So client side script says. Then the first class we use is called the G underscore form to get the value of this particular thing. So where lng is equal to G underscore form. I want to get a value. Get value. कौन सी state की? Priority. Now, what is the meaning? What is the field of the priority? This one. And how I know that what is the actual name of this priority? Now, if I tell you this caller, the actual name is caller underscore ID, not the caller. So let's say copy and paste it this way. And then I can use this value. So what it will do, it will go and get the value of the caller ID. And if I want to be show an error message, I can use this value to show the error message as well. This is the first class to get the form level details. This one. Set value to 6. Set means currently it is on the 2 and I want to be 6. the set value. So now what I can do, underscore form dot set value. Caller ID 2. I can put the sys ID here. That in the caller ID field, please set this value. This is what get value, set value. So what you can do now, what you can do, like this g underscore form dot read these functions. What functions are given here? These are the functions has been given. And the other class which come in this picture under the client side is glide user. So that was on the form level. Now I want to be work on the user level. And what was the class name in the server side? GS, glide system. Right? By Arnab click on the submit button and Arnab get an email in the reverse. Thank you so much, Mr. Arnab Kumar Chaudhary. Your tickets has been booked. How the system know that it's Arnab? Because it is going in the backend. And when it's going in the backend, we are using the GS. But when he's filling the form and click on the submit, he got a pop-up message. Arnab Kumar, are you sure that you want to submit this form? This is coming from G underscore user. Classes are there, functionality can be same, but on the two different levels. One work on the client side, one work on the server side. And in this same concept I'm repeating. If you want to do any operation on the form level, on the user part, never ever do it on the name, do it on the sys ID. Do it on the sys ID because sys ID never gets changed. So to do this part, we have a G underscore user. Where lng is equal to G underscore user. What? User ID. बॉस इसका यूजर आईडी ले लो. G underscore user dot full name display. It will display the full name. We will do when we start doing little bit on the client scripting or the UI policy, we will try to use some of these options. Again, not a coder, not a pro here. So not up to that level I can share which I shared for the different topics, other topics. Now what next? Okay. So these are the mainly two type of things which we got it from here. And also there's a few other classes available like this. So like you can see the example here. Var inc record is equal to new glide record incident. It means I am bringing everything from the incident table to this particular variable. Now on this variable, I am putting a query dot add query. Priority 1. It means bring only those records where the priority is 1. Where the priority is 1. This is what we do. If you come here and search for the incident. And let's say you have one called the P1. If you click on this one, this query runs in the background and it runs the query. And till the time the query is running, you want to create something new. You want to do something on the problem record. So you can do. This is a little complicated one which they have given here. These three lines are almost always fixed when you want to work on any kind of a table on this particular part. Clear everybody? I know It's not that much easy to say yes, it's clear, but this is what we have to be say yes or no. Come back here.
Yes, sir. After one request, can you also share that document that you're showing us? Is it possible?
We'll discuss on that part.
Okay, okay, great.
Okay. So what is the homework for you guys? The prime homework is that, and also I'll give one example, one more stuff, how to learn these things. So what I can say, go here, developer.servicenow.com and learn and search here. Breakpoints. Do we have anything on the scripting? Extend outcome example. No. Wait, let me come here. Learn and courses are there. Go in the Vancouver here. I'm in the Vancouver release. I told you this thing on the last week as well, right? But for the scripting, I can tell you this thing very good. Let it be load completely, quickly and completely. Come on. And then the guides, no. Connect, no. Learn, let me. Come on, it's taking time. This one, good. But it's only this one, not the scripting one. Service. Do we have anything on the scripting here? See the learning path. Because generally I told to my candidates to use this as well. This one, right? Server-side scripting and client-side scripting. This is what. So if you want, from tomorrow when we start this thing, you can start learning on this part. See, very beautiful course they have defined it. Everything you will learn very easily. And the good one is that they come with the exercise as well. Not very big, but minimum you can learn very easily on that part. This thing you can do. So they will tell you step by step that what to do, what not to do now, how to do proceed further, and all the things will be there. See where to go, how to go, what to do, what not to do. They're taking some examples from the GitHub and all, but I don't recommend or I'll not say you have to be use that. But it is a good place to do this thing. Or let me do right like this. I hope that this will bring the same thing to me. This is what the learning path, introduction to this. Yep, same thing, they're bringing it here. So, but this is the one place where you can learn very easily. A case by case you can do it. Okay, so your homework is that to read about these classes is the important point. And once you're ready with these classes, then tomorrow we'll start with the client side scripting, like client side, client script, UI policies. We will try to be completed. Okay, it will take one more day. I'm sure that by Wednesday we're able to complete this part of this stuff. Everybody, any doubt, question, clarification?
No, Atul. All good.
Sahil, Eliza?
Good. Good.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a break now here. We'll connect again. Let me stop the recording and take the quick attendance now.